Appreciate you guys joining. I'm just here at I'm just at a hotel gym here, just getting some training in. It's the morning. We're here at the Grand Canyon with the family. We're gonna go back to the Grand Canyon a little bit later, but wanted to get some training in. It's the morning, and not a lot. This is a super small gym, but they do have these dumbbells here, so I want to just do some training in and get it done. But appreciate you guys joining. If you haven't, make sure to subscribe. Appreciate that. More weight. Yep, it only goes up to 50 pounds here, so not great, but that's okay. We'll make it work. Let me know where you guys are from. I'm actually in Arizona. That's where I'm from. I also do arm wrestling. Make sure to check out my channel for all Arizona arm wrestling. But yeah, let's continue working. 42 people. Awesome, man. Really appreciate you guys joining. Fabian says, rule of thumb, if you can do 12 reps, add 10 pounds. You got this, bro. Hey, I appreciate it, Fabian. For sure, 100%, right? If you can do 12 reps of anything you want to add weight. Like I said, guys, this gym only goes to 50 pounds. So I'm slowly increasing, so check it out. So I'm just trying to do a little bit more reps. I'm gonna do bench press incline. I'm gonna do a regular bench press, probably then hit my shoulders. But I'm trying to do everything with strict form, making sure everything is good. I just had arm wrestling practice on Sunday, so I'm still a little bit sore. So that's basically like all your tendons, ligaments from arm wrestling. So a little bit sore. So I just want to get some blood flow in there, some volume work. So it helps to reduce pain. But let's get back to work. Again, if you guys are here, make sure to click the subscribe. You'll see all Arizona arm wrestling, anything to do with weights, getting strong. That's what it's all about. As you get older, everything is about making yourself strong for yourself, for your family. That's what it is. Because if you don't do any type of strength training, your body's gonna just start to give out. You're gonna be shocked. I just turned 38, and might not seem like a lot, but I'm already noticing things that are starting to give out. So definitely want to make sure you always want to strength train. Like these guys are saying, clean reps is key. 100%. When I'm doing bodybuilding stuff, clean reps is key. What do you guys? I'm curious. Bunch of you here. What's your max bench press? All right, we got the 50s here. All right, that's this. The 50s on incline. Again, that's the max it goes up to, but that's okay. I'll just do more reps. I'm gonna switch the bench now to a flat bench. And since my chest is already warmed up, no need to go lighter than 50. All right, we got Fabian saying 350 max bench press. That's impressive, man. Dude, 315 is solid. 100%. What's your body weight, Fabian? We got Hatavias Hoskins saying my max is 130. I want to get it up to 150. Hey, dude, it takes a long time to increase weight. What's important is just that consistency, and you're training, chest at least twice a week. Don't really listen to people that talk about overtraining and all that stuff. It's extremely difficult to overtrain, and then when you're hitting different, you have your push day, you have your pull day, and you can take a day or two, but you really don't even need to rest. It's about just getting your body conditioned to doing it. And then Hatavias, so 130 is your max. You want to get it to 150. Yeah, if you're trying to increase strength, you definitely want to do low reps. So for example, up to 5 reps, that's going to help you increase your strength. And what I would recommend too, this took me a long time to learn, not sure why, but for example, when I used to when I train, for example, bench press, what I used to do is usually start off with 135 as my warm up, and then do a second warm up, and then the third one I'm doing 80%. But I would recommend doing your heavier set on your second set, because your body's already warmed up by that first set. That's going to help you to increase that. What else we got here? You've been lifting since high school. Hey, same here, man. I've been lifting. I'm 38. I started lifting probably at 18. Got more serious, I would say at 21, 22, 23, maybe even a little bit later. But consistently, dad bod. Hey, shit, same here, man. I weigh about 240, 248. But who cares about that stuff, man? It's just about getting strong. I wouldn't pay too much attention about, what you weigh, because muscle weighs way more than fat. That's the reality. You can be shredded at, 230, 220. I've seen people, at 242. So I wouldn't, get too upset about that. And then Muhammad has some advice. If you guys have advice for people, for bodybuilding, for strength training, definitely share your tips here. It's a great opportunity for us to share, get better together. That's what it's all about, man. It's not a competition. It's you're competing against yourself. It's about making yourself better every day. Don't compare yourself to your friends or anybody else. You're only just gonna get disappointed. Just focus on getting better. So that was my tip for you guys is, again, if whatever you're doing, bench pressing, deadlifting, go heavier on the second set versus the third set, because you're already warmed up by that first set. It's going to help you to get stronger. All right, and then let's see here, live from Vietnam. Awesome, man. Hey, thanks for joining, Vietnam. Really appreciate it. Fabian says Merry Christmas. Well, Merry Christmas to you, brother. Appreciate it, man. Let's continue training. Oh, all right, so those were 50s. Just hit those for 20 reps again. I wish they had a lot more weight, but 50s there max. No big deal. You just make it work, and like one of the other guys was saying, it's all about that proper, proper doing it in correct form, and something. And again, I don't know why it took me a long time to learn this, but when you're benching, make sure you see if you guys can kind of see it. When you're setting your legs, you definitely want to plant them in there, make them tight. And then when you're setting this up, don't just, it's not this, it's, you have to, so you want to get that, you want to put your chest out. That's going to help target, just your chest. It's also going to help you with the proper form. So, for example, bench pressing is not this. Bench pressing is it's this right here, and then you're set. This is also going to help you do a lot more weight. So when you're here, then you're doing it. Again, that's another tip, and that's what it's all about, is just sharing tips with everybody, and everybody getting better. Like I said earlier, it's you versus you every day, and you just want to push yourself every day to get better, to get stronger. Too large to give exercises, though. Yeah, see, that's the problem with dumb messages like that. Deflated fleet, bro. You don't have to be Sam Sulek, Jay Cutler, or anybody to give any advice. The life experience I have is over 20 years exercising, and I have made a ton of mistakes on this. And the reality of bodybuilding, deflated flea, is if you're not on juice, if you're not on testosterone, if you're not on some PEDs, a regular person that's bodybuilding, 4 or 5 times a week, it takes a long time to get strong, but to also get a little bit get bigger. So it's a lot of consistency. Again, you'll the problem nowadays, since we're sharing advice, is a lot of these guys that you're seeing on YouTube is 90% of them are on PEDs. And when you take for example, Anvar, testosterone, or some of this stuff, it's you get gains extremely quickly. And of course, these guys look like you should be listening to them, but the reality is for the rest of us regular guys, it takes a long time to get strong, to get bigger, to notice gains. That's just a reality. And when you don't see those gains for years and years and years, it can be a little bit tough to motivate yourself. That's what it's all about. This guy said, I got my test level checked. 750, dude. 750 is incredible. No wonder your name is Baki. I love Baki, dude. That's one of my favorite shows. Great freaking name. 750 is incredible, dude. That's even higher than, for example, my test level. You guys are gonna laugh at this, but I got mine checked too. My test level is like 325. So 325, guys, is super, super low. And I'm 38 years old, and that's the reality is a lot of people test levels are low. So Baki said, what's the average? Dude, I think the average is like 400, what the doctor said. And if you're in the 300 range, your body's like a 60, 70-year-old man. So right now, me being at 325 test levels, for me, it takes a long time for me to get strong, bigger. So I have to be in the gym longer. I have to do more sets. I have to do more volume. I have to go heavy. And so that's what I'm saying is, and if you're at 750 testosterone level, dude, that's huge. So for you, you already naturally have a very high test level. That's incredible. So for you, realistically, you don't even have to try that hard. Your body is pushing out all that natural testosterone, so you'll get bigger, stronger. But the key is, you gotta have that discipline. You gotta be in the gym, and you gotta put the work in. Again, I'm not on any type of PEDs, so obviously I don't look big as fuck, but I do arm wrestling. That's what I've been doing for about 3 years. That's what my channel is about. Make sure you guys check that out. Subscribe. Right now I'm about 248 pounds. Would love to get to 220. That's my goal. There's a big arm wrestling tournament here in Arizona in June 5th or June 6th. My goal is to compete there at 220 pounds. So what I'm going to do is right now I'm 248. I'm going to get down to about hopefully 235, 230 by May, late May, and then I'm going to do a water cut in the sauna. I'm going to cut off about 8 to 10 pounds there and do a natural cut so I'm strong. So that's what it's all about, is just motivating yourself, competing at different levels. Let's see here. Roman says, I do lose weight and gain muscle easily. That's incredible. I have the opposite problem where I gain weight fast, and all it is, and this is for everybody, we eat a lot of carbs, breads, pasta, and all that crap. And what happens is your body, you feel like you're not full, so you're eating a bunch of garbage like snacks, chocolate, stuff like that. You have to force yourself to eat more meat. 90% of your day should be more meat, just chicken, steak. You don't listen to people that talk about don't eat steak, red meat. It really, I used to listen to that stuff too when I was younger, and I just remained fat, and it didn't even make any sense. So when I started eating a lot more red meat, like steaks, it doesn't even matter what steak. So you want to eat 5-6 eggs in the morning, and then eat some steak, chicken for lunch. That's going to keep you full throughout the day, and you'll find yourself in a place where you can probably do the intermittent fasting, where you're eating once a day or possibly twice a day, but you start eating like at 11, 12, you eat 5-6 eggs, get some protein in, and then you're going to be full throughout the day. That's going to help you drop a ton of weight too. So Mohammed says, how do you test for testosterone? So dude, you can go to your regular doctor and say, I want to check my testosterone levels, and then they're gonna give you you'll just go and they'll draw blood, and they'll tell you what your testosterone levels are. Yeah, you definitely want to get those checked out if you're I would say if you're over 30. If you're under 30, man, it doesn't really matter. It's too early to do anything else to increase it. Like I said, my testosterone levels are 325, and I make up for it by the motivation, dedication, and I just get it done. But yeah, just go to your doctor, Muhammad, and then tell them you want a testosterone test, and they'll give you that. Let's see here. Goes to me was 40 minutes out. Yeah, I mean, like I said, just go to your regular doctor and they'll give you the test. It's not a big deal. All right, let's go hit another set here. All right. Yeah, make sure you guys share some advice and tips on training with each other. We're here to help each other get better. All right, guys. Now we're gonna switch it to more shoulders. For shoulders, I like to use this setup right here. And actually, I don't like when the bar is perfectly 90 degrees. I actually like it when it's a little bit more bent back. Yeah, Fabian said staying hydrated is key. Yeah, 100%, guys. And honestly, I don't do a great job with this. My brother who trains, and he's super shredded, like he drinks about a gallon of water per day. It's pretty crazy. I mean, I have a hard time drinking 2 liters, but that's the key is staying super hydrated. If you can get to yourself where you force yourself to drink a gallon a day, yeah, you're gonna see a big difference. Let's see what else these guys are saying here. Yeah, a gallon of milk. That's incredible. That's awesome. Zinc every day, up 100%. Vitamins. Yeah, I mean, the vitamins, like Roman said here, I mean, you get your vitamins from food, the steak, eggs, chicken, fish. I mean, you got a crap ton of vitamins in there. So I agree with you, Roman. The other thing, too, I'm not sure if you guys watch this guy, but I personally didn't know this myself. So another tip that I recently learned is creatine, but creatine for sure. I try to take what is it? I think the little scoop is either 5 milligrams or 10 milligrams before a workout. So what I usually do is I'll put some creatine in there. I'll put some pre-workout, but on Joe Rogan, there was a guy, I'm not sure if you guys follow him. If you don't, you definitely should. His name is More Plates, More Dates, Derek, and this guy is legit. And what he said, which totally shocked me, is he said that not all of us are not getting enough creatine, so we should actually double it. So when we're taking the little scoop, so we should actually do 2 scoops of that creatine every day if we can, and especially before workouts, because it does get more water into into your muscles. But definitely check that out. It's on Joe Rogan, and he talks about the whys and the science behind it. Personally, I didn't know this myself. I usually just do the 1 scoop of creatine. That's pretty good, but I'm bumping that up to two scoops of creatine. Let me know if you guys check them out. So Jack says creatine 5 milligrams. Yep, that's right. And Derek said we should be bumping that up to 10 milligrams of creatine, especially before we work out. So make sure you guys check out that episode. I think it's like 10 minutes where it's Joe Rogan interviewing Derek. So this guy says, is that pre or post workout? For me, I like to do a pre-workout. I like to just put the 1 scoop of creatine, then I do a pre-workout. So for me, it's called Bucked Up. I tried many different ones. I like Bucked Up the most, so I'll do a scoop of Bucked Up. I don't know if this is right or wrong, but I'll mix the two, and then I'll hit that before a workout usually. And then it takes 20 minutes for me to feel that. And then, of course, after each workout, an hour after, then I'll eat some chicken, get some protein in there for recover. So Mohammed says, does regular sex like 2 days a week reduce testosterone levels? No, man. Sex increases your testosterone levels, and my advice, dude, 2 days a week is super low. You want to bump that up to 3-4 times a week. That's also going to help to increase your testosterone. But more importantly, it's going to make your lady happy if you can bump that up to at least 3-4 times a week. Sex, you definitely want to bump that up. And Jack says, I drink coffee, banana, honey, and creatine pre-workout. Nice, man. Well done. That's great. The coffee, I also drink a lot of coffee, especially in the morning. It gets your metabolism going, gets everything going for sure. Fabian says pre-workout makes your liver work overtime. Try to stay away from it. Yeah, man, it's hard. I think I've gotten used to taking the pre-workout, but you're right. Everybody should reduce that down. But shit, like I was saying earlier, man, I'm 38 years old. For us older guys, and I would consider 38 older, you have to consistently go to the gym. Sometimes it's hard. So when it's hard, you got to take a little bit of a pre-workout to force your body to go in there, and you just got to get it done. But let's go hit some shoulders right now. You guys continue sharing tips with each other, man. That's what it's all about. Like I was saying earlier, making each other better. Everybody's in a different world. We all have different things that we learned. We should definitely share that with each other. You're 35, yeah. All right, so that was second set for the shoulders. So I got another tip for you guys. Especially if you have some shoulder pain, which sometimes I have that. So a really good tip is when you're training shoulders, usually sometimes we train shoulders, this way, and that puts some pressure on your shoulder. So what I learned, is and you probably saw it on my last set. So when I'm hitting my shoulders, I'm hitting them this way. So it's not this, it's just this right here. And I'm not so far back, because again, sometimes that hurts my shoulders. I'm here in the front like this, and then I'm just going down full range, but that alleviates some pressure on your shoulders, and that will make them hurt less. So definitely try that out. Fabian said, I went on a 12-hour fast before blood work. Only thing that I took that day was pre-workout, and 1 hour later I did my blood work. That's when it showed up my liver was working double time. Yeah, I mean, because you took the pre-workout, you didn't eat or drink anything, man, and then you took the pre-workout, so that hit your liver, your heart, pretty hard. And my opinion, I don't think that's a true test of what it really does, because you don't want to, because all that surge of that pre-workout before the blood test, that's the only thing that showed up. Trigger Don says, you have bad cardio, struggling on lightweight. Even though I lift real heavy, I don't gas out. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, I did a workout last night. Right now it's about 7 o'clock, around 7 o'clock. And yeah, for sure, I'm gassing out a little bit. Even at 30 pounds, I just bench pressed a little bit earlier. What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to keep the rest between the workouts a little bit less. But yeah, for sure, I'm gassing a little bit. The reason why I'm gassing, Trigger Don, I don't know if you were here earlier, is I do arm wrestling. So I had like a 2-hour arm wrestling pulling session on Sunday. So when you do arm wrestling, that's what my channel is about. Make sure you guys subscribe to check out all stuff arm wrestling, bodybuilding. When I train arm wrestling, and I try to do at least once a week, sometimes twice a week, which is hard. So when you do arm wrestling, your tendons, your ligaments, everything, they get super tired. They hurt, which is not a big deal. That's normal. That's what's making them strong. But it makes the bodybuilding stuff much harder, and my body is gassing, and that's just because of the arm wrestling. And I haven't taken any pre-workout. I just had some coffee this morning. That's it. But that's why I'm a little bit tired, and you want to push yourself even when you're tired. So White Line says, I've done steroids. Let's see here, 1 or 2 cycles per year. I'm done with it though. Yeah, definitely don't recommend steroids. Let's see here. We all do different things. Yeah, that's true. What kind of White Line? What kind of cycle did you go on, and kind of talk about some of the stuff you experienced? So maybe the group here can learn from it, if it helped you or if it didn't. This is an open forum. It's all about making each other better. All right, 40s are done. Trigger Don says they're UFC fighters at the age of 40. No disrespect, sir. Just keep going. Yeah, 100%, man. That's inspiring to see, people in their 40s going hard. And, if you watch some of these people on YouTube that really inspire me, man, you got people in their 40s, 50s, 60s that look freaking incredible. They look like they're in their 30s. There's guys that are in their 60s and they look like freaking 30. That's the stuff that should motivate you guys. It motivates me for sure. And some of the stuff they talk about, anytime they do an interview, it's, the most thing they say is just they eat a lot of meat and they do a lot of intermittent fasting. They don't eat a lot of carbs, but their body's just active all the time. So a lot of them do say they hit the gym, every day. So that's what it's all about. If you stop using the gym for 4, 5, 6 months, the problem you're gonna have, and I've done that before, the problem you're gonna have is it takes a long time for you to go back, for your body to get kind of readjusted and doing it again. And you're just not going to be motivated. So it definitely, you don't want to stop. That's what it's all about. White Lion says, I used to hit the pipe hard for hours on end long time ago. Damn, that's rough. But big thing is, man, I'm sure you learn from that. That's that's the big thing is, we have all made mistakes in the past. It's about learning from them, getting better, and being open to criticism, advice, and things like that. In life, you never want to be so closed-minded to, not accept criticism. Just like, I think it was Trigger Don earlier that said, like, you seem like you're gassed. You know what? If I was closed-minded, I would have said, hey, whatever, Trigger Don, what do you know? That's idiotic. We should always be open to criticism. Criticism makes us better. And, life advice is people that don't criticize you, are they really your friends? You have a bunch of, you don't want to be surrounded by a bunch of yes men around you. You want to have a group of friends or family or whatever where you make each other better. You bring out the excellence in each other. That's what it's all about, and, criticizing or giving advice, you definitely want to do that if you really care about your friends. And, like the guy said earlier, you seem gassed. 100%, man. I'm working on myself too. Like I said, I'm 248 right now. I have a big arm wrestling tournament in Arizona in June. It's called Arm Sports Entertainment. And what's it called? The winners of that, they get nationally ranked and all that. So I want to get down to 220 by June. That's my motivation. The goal is to get down to around maybe 230 by end of May. And then I'm going to do a water cut to get myself to 220. That's the goal. And, that's what we're here to do. White Lion says, I got 1,000 for Christmas and a $100 gift card. That's excellent. Hell yeah, man. That's excellent. That's awesome, man. Hey, share that with the rest of us, buddy. That's awesome. The Wizard of East Oakland says, ooh, you're handsome. Hey, appreciate it. Not bad for a 38-year-old guy. All right, let's continue training. We'll hit the 50s next. All right, so that was 50. I wish they had more, but that's okay. I'm gonna show you guys next. I'm not sure if I'm gonna just finish it out with triceps, but I'm gonna show you guys a really good tricep, a different way to train your triceps. I don't see, when I go to the gym, I don't see 90%. Sometimes freaking no one's doing this one. So this type of a tricep exercise is really going to help to make your triceps a lot bigger, a lot stronger. And again, I haven't seen many people do this. If it's your first time, it's going to be a little bit tough, but that's okay. You want to do these each time you do triceps. It's going to hit a different head on your triceps. But let me show you guys this. Highly recommend it. Put this a little bit closer. I'll start out with low weights. So I start with 15, but this is what you're gonna do. Try to keep this 90 degrees. Yeah, so Lavesh says, do what for triceps? Yeah, that one right there, he says, interesting, almost like a partial skull crushers. Yeah, with skull crushers, I'll be honest, guys, I don't really, I used to do skull crushers like crazy, and I never had a, huge increase in my tricep size. And these exercises right here, you're just doing it one arm at a time, and you're going to see a huge increase in your tricep strength and tricep size. So you're going to get that more of that horseshoe that you're looking for. Nick says, is that a home gym? No, buddy, I'm here with the family, Grand Canyon. I just arrived yesterday, so this is just a hotel in the Grand Canyon. That's why it looks small, shitty, not a lot of weight. So this is just the gym. It's the morning here, so wanted to, while the kids and the wife is sleeping, wanted to get some training in, and then we're gonna go to the Grand Canyon a little bit later. But yeah, for sure, guys, that this tricep exercise right here, you're gonna be shocked when you do this if this is your first time. Even when I show for example, I showed my brother this, and he's way bigger than me. He's huge. He's got a ton of muscles, but he doesn't. His triceps are not that big, and when he tried this, he was struggling a little bit. Even like at 20 pounds, he was struggling. And for me, I can do 30, 35 pounds on this, and your triceps are gonna get huge. So definitely you wanna do that, because that's gonna make your biceps look bigger too. a big portion of your arm is your triceps. You know, it's a big part right here, and you can have big biceps, but if you have small triceps, it's not gonna, it's not gonna really, stick out. So a big portion is your triceps. So you want to train those consistently, and that's a great exercise to do. So I'm going to continue. I'm going to go a little bit harder. All right, that's 20. I'll go hard, bigger. Quick drink. How many sets is that? Yeah, that's a very good question. I don't even recommend counting that, dude. I used to do the typical, 4 sets of everything, and it really didn't do much for me. So what I started to do was just like 5, 6, 7, sometimes even 8 sets of something that I'm training. So, for, these triceps, I'll go, and I don't even count anymore. So for example, I'll go like 15s, and then I'll go 10 to 20 reps, get it warmed up. Then I'll go 20 pounds, 25 pounds, 30 pounds, 35 pounds. And then depends on how I'm feeling, I'll hit 40 pounds on there. And it's okay with, a lot of people are scared to do, heavier weight at lower reps. I wouldn't be scared at all of, doing that stuff. It's okay to do something, 2, 3, 4, 5 reps. It's going to make you stronger. Plus it's going to condition that muscle group to work a little bit harder. So what it does is when you're hitting it and you're struggling a little bit, it reinforces all those muscle fibers and it pushes that muscle to get stronger and bigger. But if you're just constantly doing low weight, higher reps, blah, 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 just pumping that stuff out, it really doesn't do much. So you gotta, make the weight a little bit bigger. So I was gonna do 25, but 20 felt so easy, I'm gonna just jump to 30. Alright, so that was, sure if you guys could see it, I know a lot of people want proof. Alright, so that's 30. Did that for 12. Still pretty easy. Easy for me because I do this exercise all the time. So when I'm doing triceps, I'll go and I'll do that machine, the standing machine here. And then I'll go in and do these ones. Like I said, if you take anything away from this live that we're doing, it's definitely to try this exercise out. You guys are going to be shocked. Something else that's going to help your biceps get bigger, stronger. A lot of people are. This is going to be controversial, but doing what is it called, the cheat curls. When you're swinging the big weight, lower reps, and swinging the big weight. Guys, I've been doing that for like the last 3-4 months, maybe 6 months. My biceps have gotten like way stronger. In the last 6 months, they've gotten more stronger than in the last freaking 5 years of me doing strict curls and all that bullshit. What happens is if you go lower reps, higher weight, it reinforces those muscles to work a little bit more, and that's okay. That swing is not a big deal because you're still that muscle is still under tension, and obviously that's what you want, is muscle under tension. So definitely try out those cheat curls. Who gives a shit about what people say in the gym and all that stuff? It really, you're going to be surprised when you do them. For example, for me, when I do the cheat curls, I have a video on it, but I have 170 pounds on cheat curls for about 3 reps, and then I can do 160 for 5 reps. I got a video of both of those on my Instagram and on this YouTube, and you're going to see it makes your biceps really blow up. White Line says, I'll be getting back in the gym very soon. Looking good for 53. Nice, man. You're 53. I keep in shape and work lifting and moving heavy boxes about 3 to 5 hours a day. It's good cardio too, fast pace, and a lot of heavy lifting. Up 100%, man. The gym is my favorite thing. Yeah, for sure. The great thing about having a job that's physical like that, it's going to keep you young for much longer. But you definitely want to get back into the gym, man, because what happens is a lot as we get older, I'm sure you're experiencing it, is the biggest thing that goes out on us is our back. And the back is our most important thing. A lot of people do bench pressing, but you got to do more exercises for the back, and at 53, you don't have to do deadlifts. You can, but I highly recommend, doing pull-ups is a big thing. It's pull-ups, the inside, outside, pull-ups, doing that machine when you're sitting down, pulling to yourself, anything for the back, because I guarantee you that's the one thing that goes out on us is our freaking back, and we start to hunch, more and more. But if you have a strong back, that's going to keep you active for much longer, and that's what you want. It's about the quality of life when you're that old. If you don't do that, you're going to notice your back is going to start to give out, and then it's going to be too late. It's going to be harder to get back into it. See here, White Lion says, I have no family of my own, just myself, so I got to find, something good for myself. Yeah, man, you got to motivate yourself, dude. That's what it's all about. You got to, what I was telling these guys a little bit earlier is, it's just about pushing yourself to get better every single day. It's, it's being disciplined, and, you're not competing with anybody else, with your friends, family. Who cares about any of that stuff? And who cares what people think? That's the way I live my life. I don't care what anybody thinks. I'll just do, as long as I do, it's the right thing. I'm not breaking any rules, but I'll do whatever I want. I don't give a shit. That's how it is. And because life is too short. But yeah, you just have to motivate yourself, man. Because again, at your age of 53, what's going to be at 60? When you're going to be stuck at home. So you got to push yourself to do the weights. If you look up stuff on YouTube and all that, that's what the biggest thing they say is what keeps us younger is the weightlifting. And more importantly, the weightlifting, it's doing more of the heavier weight versus the higher reps. So for example, for you and for me, I mean, I'm 38, but damn, I mean, I am getting older. So I like to do lower reps. I mean, I'm at this gym, so there's no heavy, if there was like 70, 80s, 90s, 100s, then okay. But you want to do lower reps, more sets, lower reps, 3 to 5 reps. That's going to make you stronger. And that's what you want. That's okay if you look good, but are those muscles strong? So you want to do the lower reps, lower sets. And one guy says, I used to be good at arm wrestling in middle school. Exercise helps me with a lot of things. Yeah, man, arm wrestling. Reason why I do arm wrestling, I've been arm wrestling for about 3 years. You need to have some kind of a hobby. I like fishing, but damn, fishing gets freaking boring. So arm wrestling, an easy way to get into arm wrestling if you have a Facebook is just look up your local, you just put arm wrestling in there. It's going to show you like your local group of guys that do arm wrestling, and and you just go to their practice. You just send them a message. These guys, they look big, mean, tough, but these guys are the nicest guys in the world, man. Arm wrestling has been, if you look at the history of arm wrestling, it's been going on for a very, very, very long time. Even in the history of Romans or Egyptians back in the day, or if you look at there's some paintings of Japanese back in the day, the ancient Japanese where they used to arm wrestle too. So it's been around for thousands of years, and you would be shocked at how many people do arm wrestling once you get into it. And what it does, man, some guy says, show me your arms. So what's going to happen is it's going to make your arms much stronger. These tendons, these are all just tendons right here. You see this right here? It's all tendons. It's going to make your hand much stronger. My hand used to be weak. Now it's decently strong. It's going to make your wrist bigger, make it stronger. It's just going to make everything bigger and thicker, when you arm wrestle. And that's what it's all about. All right, let's do another set. I think I'm going to end this. Really appreciate you guys joining. So I hit bench press today, shoulders. So it was just a push day. I hit my triceps. Again, I'm in the Grand Canyon today, just hanging out with the family, spending some time. But just wanted to get this training in. It's super important to force yourself to train even though you don't want to. Would really appreciate it if you guys subscribe. I'm going to do a ton of these lives. I just do it to hold myself accountable, share tips with everybody. I love that, you guys share tips with each other. We all live in different countries, but we can all kind of come together and, help make each other better. That's what it's all about. So make sure you hit subscribe on my channel. You'll see a bunch of arm wrestling stuff. I break stuff down. So you'll learn a lot. And I'll do these kind of these bodybuilding videos as well. But really appreciate you guys joining, and have a great rest of your day. See you, everybody.